Hey guys, how's it going? So guess what little tidbit of information I got for you guys. So this video right here actually I recorded what was supposed to be this video earlier today, and it was a phenomenal gameplay. Everything went like smooth as could be. Ended up 54-13 on a domination match, and would you believe it, I took and forgot to turn my audio mixer on, so my voice audio wasn't captured, so it was just me making a bunch of weird faces and, like, you know, speaking into the mic without you being able to know what I was saying. So we got to go back to the drawing board here and attempt this later on in the evening. So if you're wondering why the video didn't drop earlier, that's why. A good old screw up on your boys' part. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and try to level out those, you know, those inhibitions of failure and everything else with a little bit of crack on. And we're going to try this again. So what we're going to be looking at in this here fine video is the Tier 81 AK-47 Blueprint, the legendary Almost Ripe, which don't hold me to this, and I have no knowledge of this. It's just something I've heard from the grapevine from people that are, you know, a little bit below the underbelly of, you know, the criminal justice system. Is you know, almost ripe is a term you should not use because it may refer to those that are underneath that, you know, that legal spectrum of age, so of consent. So, you know, once again, that's a joke. So YouTube, please don't shut me down on that one. That was just a joke. But anyway, so with this, you get 5 attachments as you do with most every legendary, or pretty much every legendary to my knowledge. We got the muzzle brake 7.62 inch, not 6.2 inch. It's a 7.62 because it's 7.62 by 39 caliber, but it's the muzzle attachment, muzzle brake, very nice. The one attachment on here that I have the most like critique towards is the Tiger Team Spotlight. I would much rather have seen them use that on the magazine and give us a better ammo capacity, or at least one of the magazines that allow a faster reload for the 30-round capacity that this one has. For the underbarrel, we got the foregrip optic Diamondback reflex. That is a reflex sight that I personally really enjoy, and I have no problem throwing on any AR, even the subs. And then finally, we got the GRU, the Crew Elastic Wrap on the handle, and that's something we haven't seen much on a lot of our blueprints so far. I'm sure they'll be throwing it on in a lot of the you know, the later seasons for the blueprints they give us, but it's really nice. You know, like I said, it's just some of the best sprint to fight, you know, ADS time, the ability to go prone and get up from prone without it screwing up your ADS sight picture and everything else. I mean, besides the fact this thing's got a banana sticking out the bottom of it, it's not too shabby. And I will say this too, we'll look at it real quick as a full class rundown wherever I got. I think it's Tier 7. There we go. So that right there is what it looks like. This is the, you know, setup I'm rocking with, same one as the last time, I do believe, relatively close to it if anything. But just like with the other ones, if you throw the Mastery camo on there, it pretty much, I mean, it does completely cover up everything. When you go with the DM Ultra, you got a little bit of red speckleness right there on your foregrip, but not enough to justify using it. But if you use any of the other ones, you can kind of make this thing look pretty retro. I think the best option is the Policia, because it just kind of blends in with that that yellow, in my opinion. Like, I mean, it's not a perfect integration by any means, but I don't know, it just kind of ties in well, especially that green on your upper receiver kind of almost fades down into the magazine and gets more bright yellow, and then you got the bright yellow towards the end of the stock. But all that is simply cosmetic, as is pretty much everything to do with the blueprints, unless you do not have any, you know, any experience using the weapon. Therefore, if you won't have many attachments, so you will benefit greatly from equipping a nice legendary blueprint. So, you know, I mean, people are going to be joining in the game. You might be watching this, and it's already Season 6. So if you still want to hop in and enjoy the game, well, you won't have the option to use this, so never mind. But if you're in Season 2 and you're just now hopping in and you end up getting this before the season's over, you'll have a fine and dandy time with this here blueprint. So look, without further ado, let's take and hop into a match and see what we can do. Alright, so look, I'm pretty sure there's about a 95% chance I am going to lag some during this due to the time of day it is. That's why I was really happy to been able to record at the time I was earlier. But we'll just have to rock and roll with the punches as it goes and try to replicate the results we got earlier to the best of our ability. But this is the first time I've been hopping on since I got back. But just like earlier today, I have nothing but good things to say about this. If you was to swap out that spotlight for either a 5 milliwatt laser or even a barrel attachment that kind of increases your damage range, like the firepower. But with that being said, a lot of those times it is going to affect your accuracy a bit. So like right now we have phenomenal accuracy. Oh, We have phenomenal accuracy, ADS time, and everything else, considering the fact that this thing is shooting 7.62 by 39, which weapon caliber in Call of Duty does not mean a goddamn thing. That's one thing we know for sure. But the AK-47, compared to other Call of Duties, ain't going to really, you know, not specific to the Black Ops franchise, really. Depending on which exact game you're looking at, and like the variants they've come up with. Like, I mean, you know, we had the AK-50, what was, I've done forgot. Like, they change the name so often, even though most of the weapon systems are the same. And then when you get, like, look at, like, Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, where you got, you know, completely futuristic versions of them that have no real root in reality. What is that? I just put 157.5 bullets into that guy's kneecaps. He just come up and just whacked me upside the head, bro. He should be straight up Stephen Hawking right now, sucking soup through a straw. And not even soup, just straight up chicken broth, bro. That is not even, that's not, I mean, the physics. I don't even want to look at the latency and the packet loss. If anything, I just want to sit out here with my... You know what I just realized? Like, to my understanding, now, I don't know the exact history on this, but from what I can remember as a young kid growing up, like during the time that I did, the first time I ever heard the term banana clip, which, by the way, this is a magazine, just, you know, for any of you guys out there, but the term banana clip or banana mag, the first time I ever heard it used in movies or anything was referring to a magazine on an AK-47. So I don't know if that is got, you know, any real traction and why they decided to do it with this particular, like why they decided to do this blueprint with this particular weapon. I'm sure it is, especially considering the fact that AK-47 is one of the most sought after weapons in all the places that people fight where there is like legitimate bananas growing from trees. So I mean, you know, it would suit the geographical, like the geographical location very well. You know what I mean? So like I said, sometimes, you know, my brain is over here computing at like 10 times the speed of a quantum computer. So, you know, my primitive tongue can't keep up with like the proper articulations that my brain's trying to send out. It's like the signals it's sending. But I do think we should definitely be higher up on the leaderboard right now. But that's just me. We're not really hitting them objectives as hard as we should. That's the bad thing about Kill Confirmed. On Black Ops 3 and 4, whenever there was like the boosters and stuff, dude, I would end the game like 5-1 and be top of the leaderboard with like 45 objectives. Like, no joke. I would just try to do nothing but steal people's tags, and now the karma's finally coming back to bite me in the rear end, you know? And that's just, like I said, I mean, that's just how the cookie crumbles. Look, what did I tell you? There it is. Just first-hand example, just right in the flesh. And see, I don't have a sub on this. So maybe instead of the flashlight, you might benefit more from throwing on the suppressor on here, depending on the game mode. On a map this size, where people are rushing a lot and checking their mini-maps, you know, you probably be better. Can I catch a break? I was dropping bodies like that song at the beginning, and now all of a sudden everybody's shooting me in the rear end. The spinal column can only take so many bullets. You know what I mean? Before a man clap. Okay, you know what? Let's go tag whoring right here. Just tag hungry, daddy. Look. Oh, yes, right here. I'm a OnlyFans, baby. All you gotta do is deposit some Kill Confirmed tags, and you get to see all the toenails. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's what everybody out there is wanting, even though I don't understand that whatsoever. I mean, I would rather see vomit than people's feet. Like, I don't get that at all. But, you know, it's just, everybody's got their own cup of tea, and who am I to judge what your cup of tea is? Because I like lots of different kinds of tea, bro. You know, calamine. The only kind of tea I've tried, because I mean, I really do like herbal teas, like brewed teas. And the only kind I've tried that I don't like is rose tea, because like when you swallow it, it actually tastes like hot vomit coming up your throat, even though you're swallowing it. And that's just unacceptable. So just, if anybody ever offers you rosebud tea, under no circumstances should you take it. Anything else, bro, I mean, I've tried all the sleepy times, I've tried yogi teas, they've all been nice. Like, I don't put honey, I don't put sugar, I just go straight herbal tea, double straight. I put 2 tea bags and 8 ounces of boiling water, and man, let me tell you, it is nice. Like, it makes you feel like you're one at nature with Batman, and like the first Batman Begins, when he's like climbing up the Himalayas, and like Ra's al Ghul gives him that blue flower that's probably got some kind of psychedelic agent in it. Like that. There you go. Well, you know what? It wasn't Ra's al Ghul. It was flipping Liam Neeson. There you go. It's Liam Neeson. And then he had, you know, then he went and like poked Ra's al Ghul in the beard with like a log or something. I haven't watched it in a while. But all that besides the point. I done forgot the point I was trying to make. Oh, let's just go back to the fact you should not use a spotlight on this gun. Like as far as attachments goes, like if you see this blueprint in Warzone and you don't already have like a better option, then by all means pick it up, use it, because like, you know, it'll do you well. Don't get me wrong, it'll definitely do you well. I gotta cap these tags, bro. Come here. Tags. I don't want to lose. Oh my god, spawns are flipping on us. Come on, spawn. I ain't got good guns. Yes, proximity mine, 58. How are we at 60? This is unacceptable, brothers. Man, this is what happens when you get a flipping team that's half past dog doo-doo, mate. Gotta hit that drop shot. Look, artillery rounds. I know I'm gonna end up just like screwing my team over. Teammates, please don't push out. They are just right at the cusp of winning. Yes. Drop shot, no, teammate, please. Go, airstrike. Yes, there it is, brother. So like this AK-47 class blueprint is very nice. We was playing very aggressive, no suppressor, nothing. And it ended up working out very well. I got my thing turned on this time. Game audio is good, so unless something screws up in the editing, we're good to go. So sorry for that late upload, my boys, but be sure as always, thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already, share your friends. Until the next one, adios.